Okay. Goddamn, people are alive. We are alive. Holy hell. Right. So the idea here is obviously to make a team that will just spam rock slide, and we're probably gonna make it to hopefully gonna make it to MasterBall. But the biggest issue right now is that I don't have enough VPs to set my team. So the first thing that I'm obviously gonna do is just try to give everybody rock slide. Oh, I can't give these Pokemon rock slide if I don't recruit them permanently. That's kind of bad. It's kind of very bad. He doesn't know rock slide. Aggron doesn't know rock slide. Aerodactyl knows rock slide. That's good. Barbarical doesn't know rock slide. And okay, at least Lycan Rock knows rock slide. Interesting. I did not have a plan before going into this, I'm not gonna lie. It's all about the vibes, man. It's all about the vibes at the moment. Okay, but I have two Pokemons who know rock slide. Now we just need a way to figure out how to give Tyranitar rock slide. I think that should be easy. That's the bare minimum, and that's what we have to accomplish for now. Fortunately, it has very good EVs and otherwise horrible moves. But the idea is just to get everybody to know rock slide first. We'll probably make it through Pokeball rank just with what we have right now, and then we can sort of think about how to sort of structure the team. I have a good idea, I have a faint idea. I've sort of made it on Showdown as well, but the issue is it's gonna take a while to sort of get this in Champions. This is a fresh account, by the way. This is literally, I just made this for this specific video. We're gonna talk about that a bit more later on. Right now we are sort of just focused on sort of setting up the team. I think I should be good with what I have so far. I have one, I have three, and you know what, we might not even need these two at the moment, so we're just gonna keep Garchomp, Tyranitar, Lycanroc, and Aerodactyl. Since it's already, you know, bulk chomp, so we're just gonna give him this free Garchomp bite that I got. And we're gonna play with a sand based team. I don't have an idea, I don't have a plan right now. This is just gonna be, we're just gonna see how this goes, I'll be very honest. But the fact that if I'm not gonna teach every Pokemon here Rock Slide, the least that we can sort of do now is at least make our Tyranitar a little better. I'm not sure what I can give Lycanroc, but I can definitely invest in some type of attacking stat here. I think I have what? I have absolutely nothing. That's hilarious. Right. Oh, interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea, but I can spend on some items, I think. So what we can do is we can first, well, I can't change any moves, so that kind of sucks. But fortunately already has Sand Rush. That's pretty good speed. We can definitely give our Tyranitar Protect. Right. And if you're already sort of changing the moves a bit, maybe we can sort of make it a little more bulkier. I don't think I need all of this speed. I think we can just 102 is pretty good. And let's invest a lot in his HP. Element. We can go back up, use this a bit, and pop this up. This should be a very good Tyranitar. The idea is obviously he's just here to be a nuisance, be a tank, and hopefully get a Dragon Dance off and get that stab Rock Slide in, which is going to be very, very valuable for this entire strategy to actually work. So even though we have Garchomp, who's gonna go Mega, who doesn't know Rock Slide? Oh my god. Yeah, it's a bit sad, and I've spent all of my weepy. No, we can make an exception for the first for the first few games here. If we manage to win them, it'll still be very incredible, I'm not gonna lie. But we're gonna use that opportunity to actually build a pretty good Aerodactyl, right? So it's a very basic Aerodactyl set. Just have max speed, max attack. I think Unnerve is what they give, and we need Dylan. There it is. And we need Protect for sure. We need Dual Wing Beat. Damn, that is expensive. I mean, it's a pretty basic set. There's nothing extraordinary about it, but you know, it's sort of rely around this Tailwind because we need to get Garchomp in good range, and then we can play around with Sandstream and Sand Rush, and we should be good. Yeah. Anyways, you know, let's go play the first game. This is how new this account is, just by the way. Fortunately, my opponent can't see that two of my Pokemons don't have items, but that's fine. Given how they're moving, I think I can actually start with these two and have these two in the back. Alright, so we have going into our first ranked game with a half-cooked strategy. But the will to just rock slide everybody and try to just get as many flinches as possible and just be like, just rage bait my opponents. So that is just the ambition. Of course it misses. Scary Phase on a Garchomp is wild. I've never seen a Garchomp use Scary Phase before. I've been playing this game for a long time, let me tell you that. And the fact that one Pokemon is using Scary Phase while the other is using Agility is just beyond me. Because you just die. Pikachu just dies, we get a big Rock Slide in, and that's what we're here to do, man. That is what we're here to do. This Garchomp's gonna die. Sorry, this Gyarados is gonna die. But that Intimidate is very annoying. In fact, that Scary Phase is probably gonna haunt me as well. But I'm pretty confident I am faster as it is. With 180, these guys don't outspeed me. That's because of Sand Rush. Sand Rush active. My speed doubled. Since he cut it down to half, it's back to where it was, which means he's faster than both of them. Unless this Gyarados is running a Scarf, which I highly doubt. But this trainer has surprised me already, so you know, you never know. You never know. Either way, the Intimidate is what is the real concern at this moment. I might not be able to get a pick, but I should be able to get some flinches. That's painful. Yep. Yep. That's pretty sad. That's also going to be painful. Wow! I cannot believe this game, man. The flincher gets flinched. This is insane. I hate this. I hate this already. This exercise is going to be very painful. Please give me a flinch. Although I should set up Tailwind, I think I'll be going first. And with Garchomp in the back, who unfortunately doesn't have Rock Slide at the moment, but he still should be able to take out most of these guys. But quite a simple path. We go Tailwind. And now it's all up to this Tyranitar to get some flinches. That is so satisfying. I cannot lie. That is extremely satisfying to do. We're in a tough position now, we're faster, but obviously this King Gambit is gonna look for iron head or a low kick. So the Garchomp swap at this moment is a little tricky because I want my Garchomp to be at full health. I'll probably have 2 turns of Tailwind after Tyranitar dies. Hopefully the Aerodactyl can survive because of that sash. And in the next 2 turns, I should be able to sweep both pretty easily actually. But you know what? We're gonna win because one of these guys is gonna flinch. That's what it's all about. This scary face set is beyond me. It's extremely pointless. Assurance on a King Gambit. You know, you're truly in Pokeball rank when you see this. What is this guy up to? That's actually bad for me because I wanted my Tyranitar to get KO'd. That would have allowed me to have 2 turns of Tailwind and Sandstorm with Mega Garchomp. Since that's not going to be the case, we need a KO on this Garchomp. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go for a knockoff. And of course we have to Rock Slide. It's an easy KO. And just because I need this is gonna be a flinch. Please be a flinch. It was not a flinch. Okay. I think there's GG's already. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be smart about this. He's gonna bring in the Garchomp, and obviously we're gonna go for another Rock Slide. A flash? What is this guy doing? I think it's his first time playing Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie. This is I've never seen anything like this in my life. Yes, victory! Very easy. Now give me some VPs, man. I need to start. I need to start building this team up. I don't like the grind at all. Actually, it's quite grindy. I mean, like if you're stuck in Pokeball or if you're stuck in Great Ball because of the fact that your team is limited by VPs, I think that's totally alright. It does take a while to sort of get good Pokemon in this game and have enough VPs to sort of build the team that you want, etc, etc, etc. But you have to play a lot to get a decent amount of VPs. But anyways, I think we can get through Pokeball just with this team. Right, sorry. Frost loss is going to be a big problem. Corviknight can be a huge problem if it manages to bulk up. Garchomp is obviously a big problem, but the Frost loss is the biggest problem. So obviously we need to sort of save Tyranitar just for the start, to kick that Sandstream in later. Aerodactyl and Garchomp should be a good opening. I think I am the fastest, so I should be able to set up Tailwind and get an attack in. If he leads with Frostlass and Garchomp, that should be fine as long as I get one KO. I can lose my Garchomp in exchange, but then I kick in Sandstream and we can just start rock sliding, because I think outside of the Garchomp, all of them will take rock slides. So that is actually pretty beautiful. So that is the strat. That is the win condition here, is to sort of set up Tailwind and kill that Garchomp. This Intimidator is going to be a little annoying, but I think, well, if I get Sand Force in later, I should be able to get a decent amount of damage. This is not the opening that I was expecting. I don't even think I need to trigger Tailwind at the moment. I can just go for an all-out attack. And yeah, I think these are two easy KOs. That's a lot of damage. What a champ. What a warrior. I have to set up Tailwind in the next turn because I'm gonna die if I don't. Easy. No, I anticipate that Frostlass and that Garchomp coming in. Still, nothing really changes. Unless that Frostlass is faster, which I'm not sure of. But that does change a lot of things. Whimsicott changes a lot of things, because I'm probably gonna die right now. So what I can do is, can sack Lycanroc. I can, if I go for Protect right now, I'm gonna die in the next turn either way. I probably won't be able to set off that Tailwind. So I think the game really depends on getting my Sandstorm in. Again, there's just two Pokemon left. He can't make any more switches. Once he does Mega Evolve, he will lock in on Snow, right? So that's exactly what we want. No Mega Evolution? But what is this? What is this rank? What did I do? I hit Tailwind, right? Absolutely. Alright, so we're in a really good situation now. All we need to do is just hit some rock slides and get some. But okay, I don't know who his Mega Evolution was at this point. I'm not even sure this person has a Mega Stone or has a Mega Evolution. You know what? I don't care. That's close. That was close. And that's I should, I'm probably gonna maintain some type of flinch counter. Our second flinch of this set. That's brilliant. Now I hope he just forfeits and we can call this a day, move on. That's win number 2. We are sort of hopefully gonna blaze through Pokeball, get done with these, you know, the newbie teams and the newbie players, which is fine. I mean, like, that's how you learn, I guess. But the goal right now is to get this, is to get VPs, so that we can start actually building a team that can do well in Great Ball and in Ultra Ball, which is where it's gonna get tough. In Master Ball, this team is not gonna make it very far, but the goal is to just get to Master Ball, right? So I'm just trying to see all that I can claim. Hopefully I can get some free VPs from here. That seems a little too much. I'm not gonna get into tutorials right now, even though I've done the VP one. But again, actually wasted a lot of VPs just trying to get the right Pokemon. At least these 6 that you see, that was just by, you know, doing a lot of recruitment, this, that. But yeah, I hate the grindy aspect of it. Right. Look, this guy looks like somewhat of a serious player. At least he's got a very decent team. It's a rain team, and it's gonna be a tough fixture for my team. Although what I anticipate that he's gonna play is he's gonna bring in Raichu, Archelodon, Dragonite, or Basculegion, and the Pelipper. I think what I need to do is I need to get him to set Rain first, which will allow me to set Sandstream up later, which means I have to keep Tyranitar way in the back. So the only logical opening for me right now is Aerodactyl and Garchomp with Lightning Rock and Tyranitar at the back. The idea with Lightning Rock is to sort of be able to sweep towards the end of the game. Even though that basket is going to be a big problem, we'll have to see how we can sort of manage taking that basket down. He's also on a 2-win streak. Okay. It's you or me, buddy. It is you or me. Oh, we lead with the Pelipper. Very interesting. That is actually going to give me a very nice opportunity to just... Do I even have Stomping Tantrum or something like that? No, I don't. I just have an Earthquake, which is really bad, because I can't switch into Tyranitar in this slot, which means I'm going to have to keep my Aerodactyl, which means that, you know, I have to go for an Earthquake. There's no other way. I have to Galen first, then I'm going to Mega Evolve, I'm going to Earthquake, and then we can hope that does enough damage that can either take down the Archelodon. I doubt it's going to be a one-hit KO, but it should bring it down to 20-30%. There's my Tailwind, there's no Wide Guard, it's all looking very clear, very good. Very nice. But it also depends on what he does. I think he's gonna electroshock in that slot, and that's gonna be very painful. Or he could Draco Meter in this slot. Dragon Pulse, okay. Okay. Dragon pulses me again. I think my Director should be able to tank that. And then it's just about sort of taking this Hard Shutterdown down. Fortunately, it doesn't have leftovers, which means that I just have to keep chipping at it, and that should be enough. Right. Hopefully no white guard. There it is. And that's big damage. Can we get a flinch? No flinch. That's unfortunate. I should be able to tank that. My T-target tank that. That's very good. But again, it just should be a very easy sweep from here. I just want to make sure that I am gonna kill the Archerdon, because honestly it's the only annoying thing I need to take care of. We're very interesting. So that Meditex is going to take some free damage. Take a lot of damage. Should be very easier from here. 3 ones left. I think he does have the Basilisk in the back. I unfortunately cannot Earthquake this turn. If I have 1 turn of payment left, I do. What are these moves, bro? It's a Shadow Claw, Rock Slide, and for that Basket Weaving, we can just use our last round of Tailwind, beat it, and just win. No flinch there, unfortunately, but you know, a double KO is a double KO. Although I would have preferred a double flinch. Anyways, that's all for today. 3-win streak. I think next time we're gonna put this on. We're gonna easily make it to Ultra Ball. Next challenge then begins after Ultra Ball, right? So